I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I 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 need it!
What's going on, my fellow Belmonts? It's the Mad Belmont here, and today I am so excited to be bringing to you all yet another Castlevania clone, but this one, unlike the ones that I've covered here recently that are more on the Ega/Metroidvania side of things, this is a pure 100% Classicvania clone, okay? Now, this game that I'm going to be talking about today is called Lady Dracula. This is, as I said, a Classicvania clone. Linear, good old action platforming style of Castlevania that brings back the NES vibes, okay? And it's bringing it here in 2025. So, as we always do, I'm going to show you the trailer, and then I'm going to give you some more info on the game afterwards, along with my thoughts on it. So, let us get started with the trailer. Now that we've seen the trailer for Lady Dracula, let's get into the specifics of it. So this is a linear action platformer that is a Castlevania-like, or Classicvania. It has mostly authentic NES graphics. This game comes to us from Donut Games, that is the name of the development studio. It is targeting a late 2025 release on PC, Mac, Linux, Steam, and itch. No console support planned as of right now, and I understand why, and that is because Donut Games is made up of one woman that did all of the game development side of things for this game, except for the music. The music is the only thing that she did not do, and that is being done by a dude that is handling all of the music and all that stuff. But all the game development, one woman, which is mighty impressive if I do say so myself. Game development seems like a very hard thing to do, so the fact that one woman is making a game that looks this damn good, oh my god, I absolutely am I'm fiending for this game, for real. But anyway, let's get into more details about the game. So, as you saw in the trailer, you have a whip, but you also have a sword and a throwing scythe. And, as you also saw in the trailer, there were some sections where you were a bat. You get to turn into a bat, like you saw in the trailer. Plus, you also get to be a wraith and a spider. So, it really leans into that whole Dracula feel with it, which I actually really like. It also is a sequel to the Dracula novel. Dracula himself is apparently dead here, so I am really looking forward to that aspect in particular about this game, because Dracula, one of my favorite books of all time. Like, I love Dracula. I love that whole story. I love the whole lore of Dracula. So it's gonna be kind of cool to see how someone would tackle doing a sequel to that. So, looking forward to seeing how that turns out. Now, another cool fact about this game is that both the player character and every single bad guy is women. It's all women here. It's an all-woman affair here, which you don't really see that a whole lot in games. So we'll see how that plays out. I think it's going to turn out pretty well considering how good the game looks. There is a CRT filter, as you saw in the trailer right there. Now, that filter is optional, and there's also a Game Boy look in the game for one level in particular. So, if you like that classic 80s feel with your action platformers, you're gonna get that if you want, but you can turn off the CRT filter if you want to. Now, for the music in this game, which is not handled by the woman that is doing all of the development side of things, that is being done by someone else, and this game's soundtrack goes for a gothy, synth-wave-ish style of soundtrack, which is really cool. I mean, you heard it in the trailer. The music sounds pretty damn good for what they're going for in this game, so I'm looking forward to seeing how the music evolves as we go through the game and go through the different levels and stuff like that. There is also a bunch of difficulty options for people who want the game to be harder or easier than typical Classicvanias, which is fantastic to hear, by the way. Absolutely love that. I love it when game devs take all skill levels into account when they are developing their damn games, okay? Because too many times I've seen people either go super into the casual side of things or super into the hardcore side of things, or if they do try to mix it up and go in the middle, they don't really do it right. So I'm hoping that this development team right here, that Goth Donut Games, can really stick that landing and really just make a more accessible game for all types of different skill levels. So that is all the info that I have on this game, and I am seriously looking forward to this game. This is one of my most anticipated games of the year. No joke. Like, I had no idea that this game existed, like I said in the intro, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, what? How did this game just slip under my radar for so long? But here we are, and this game is a thing, and now I know about it, and I had to come on here and talk with you all about that, because, for one, you don't see too many Classicvania clones at all. You mostly see a lot of indie devs go for that Symphony of the Night feel with their games, with their Castlevania clones. So the fact that someone's going deep into the Classicvania well, and that they are doing it with passion, and you can tell that from the trailer that we've seen, it's a really good thing to see. So I know I'm going to be picking this up. I know I'm going to be throwing some support to Goth Donut Games. And if you are a fan of Classicvanias, then this one looks like one that definitely deserves as much support as it can possibly get. But that's just my opinion. What do you think about it? Let me know down in the comments below, and let's get a discussion going about this. Alright, so now that you've seen and heard everything there is to know about Lady Dracula, what do you think about it? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to discuss it with y'all. And while you're down there, make sure you leave a like, because it helps me out a lot. Anyway, with that being said, have fun on the hunt, my fellow Belmonts. I will see you in the next video, and peace out.